Hey everybody, it's me Chris. I'm back over here in the kitchen. I got Jack helping me out. Today we're going to show you how to make a great pizza. It's Friday. We're going to make chicken parm pizza. Let me show you our ingredients. So we got our mozzarella. I use a blend. I use some fresh mozzarella. I cut it up and some low moisture shredded. I got my pizza sauce here. This is just some leftovers that I had. I got some leftover chicken cutlets. Actually, these are ones that I made in the air fryer from a company called Just Bear. They're awesome. But if you want to know how to make them, go check out my video on chicken cutlets or my chicken parm video. I got my pizza dough, of course. So check out that video as well if you want to know how to make this at home. This is my easy pizza dough recipe for a 12-inch pizza. I'm going to stretch it. I got some semolina flour here. I got some Italian seasoning and some pecorino cheese. All right, so first thing we got to do, I'm going to cut up my chicken. You just want to cut this into bite-sized pieces. And, you know, one tip I would recommend if you're making pizza at home and you're putting toppings on, you don't want them to be ice cold because it's not going to cook through. It could affect the way the pizza cooks. So I left this out while I was heating up the oven. I mean, it doesn't have to be warm or room temperature. Just while you heat your oven, take out your toppings, take out your cheese, let it warm up a little bit. All right, so what we're gonna do now is just stretch the dough. And again, this is my 12-inch pizza recipe. I like to put them in these deli containers. And the same thing applies to the dough as the topping. I mean, the dough really has to be room temperature. You don't wanna use cold dough. It's just not gonna cook through. So this is nice and warm. I let it sit out for a few hours. And then what I'm gonna do is I'll go right in my semolina flour. And I always put the smooth side down first, just like that. And you want to keep track of that top side, okay? So I'll flip this over a couple times in my semolina. And I'm going to keep track. And I can see this is the smooth side. That's called the face of the pizza. And I'll flip it over. And then this is the bottom part. And you can see the difference. All right? And then the way I stretch it is, now you watch this, Jack. Just press from the middle out to the edge. And you want to get the air into the crust, okay? Just gentle. And then I'll flip it over and press again. Okay, so leave that there for a second and let me grab my pizza screen. All right, so I got my screen here and I'm cooking these pizzas inside today in my Chefman electric pizza oven. Go check out our video. We did a review on that and I'll explain to you why I use the screen here in the video and you can see how the oven works. But really it's to make sure the pizza don't burn and then also so I can stretch it just the right size so I know it's gonna fit in my oven. So what I do now is, I don't wanna mess with the middle here because the worst thing you could do is tear the dough. So I'm just gonna put it right onto the screen. I pressed it out on a little bit to get some of the air to the edge. You can see that. And now I'm just gonna take it by the edge here and I'm just gonna pull it just like this. I'm gonna turn it and go around and then notice I'm not touching the middle of the pizza because you don't wanna tear your pizza dough. So I'm just gonna go around till the crust is nice and even and it's right to the edge of my screen. All right, so this looks pretty good. And now I'm gonna build my chicken parm pizza. So I'm just gonna take a little sauce on the bottom because I'll show you in a minute. I'm gonna put some extra on top. Spread this nice, right to the edge. All right, so I got my first little bit of sauce down. I'm gonna put some cheese down as well, just like this. Some of the pecorino. Now I'll come in with my mozzarella cheese. And you don't wanna go too heavy. I mean, most of the time with pizza, less is more. You don't wanna overdo it, okay? So a nice even layer of my mozzarella. I think that's enough cheese. And now I got my cut up pieces of chicken cutlet. I'm gonna spread these around even. All right, I think that's enough chicken. That looks good. Again, you don't wanna overdo it. This looks great. And then what I like to do is on top here, I just like to put a little bit more sauce and I'll just drop it around like this, right on top. All right, I think that's pretty good. And then what you can do is you can season this however you want. Usually if I have fresh basil, I'll put some fresh basil. I just don't have any. So I got a little Italian seasoning. I'm just gonna put a little bit of Italian seasoning on top of this. And then I'll put a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. All right, and this is ready to go to the oven. All right, so this is set up, I think, good enough. I'm gonna take this off the screen and I wanna let it finish cooking on the stove. Look at that. All right, we'll put this back in right on the stone. All right, Jack, here it comes. Our chicken parm pizza is done. Check it out, buddy. All right, this looks amazing. Check this out.
Let me smell it, please.
All right, now I'm just gonna finish this. Good, take a smell, bud. I'm just gonna finish this with a little more grated pecorino, and then we'll cut it and we'll try it. What do you think, Jack? All right, Jack, let's cut this thing and we'll give it a try. You hear that crunch?
Oh.
I'll cut you a piece smaller, okay? All right, Jack, I think it's cooled enough. I think we're ready to try it. And I just want to show how this is cooked. Look, I'm gonna take this well done piece right here. And look how soft you can see this crust is. Nice and crunchy on the outside, nice and soft on the inside. This is gonna be my bite. Ready, Jack?
Huge.
Let's go. Mmm. Mmm.
Hot.
Wow, this came out absolutely incredible. This might be my favorite pizza, Jack. I don't know. Hey, you gotta check this out. And if you wanna know how to make pizza sauce, pizza dough, chicken cutlets, I got all this stuff on my channel. Go check out our videos. You can learn how to do it. What do you think, Jack?
Like, subscribe, share, and hit that notification bell. This pizza is delicious.
Thanks, bud. Good job. Hey, thanks, everybody. Thanks for checking out the video. We'll see you on the next one.